Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are reviewing the Range Rover Velar. This is the P250 petrol variant, which is in the gorgeous looking Fuji white color. So guys, I love the black and copper treatment over here. The same copper treatment is on the bonnet and on the side of the car, which looks pretty nice. So guys, I love these pop-out door handles on the Velar. That is how they open. Okay guys, so the rear wipers of the Velar come right from here. They are hidden over here, and there's also a washer for the reverse camera. So the Range Rover badging is in gunmetal shade on black, which looks very sporty. The Velar P250S badging right over here is also in gunmetal shade. The tail lights look pretty impressive. They are very sharp and very sleek, which looks very nice at night. So guys, the boot of the car opens with just a button. The boot space is quite a lot. It is good for a trip of for a few people for a few days, and it also closes with just a button. The speed of the tailgate is very fast and the build quality is amazing. So guys, getting in and out of the car is pretty easy. The sitting position is pretty decent. It is not very great. I am still lower than the front seats, so I do feel a bit claustrophobic because the windows are small, but it still feels like you're in a sporty SUV. There are AC control and AC vent, two AC vents over here with AC controls, and just to cut that claustrophobicness, we've got a panoramic sunroof. Car has an armrest with two cup holders, and there are two USB charging options right over here. Okay guys, so let's get driving. So the Range Rover Velar earlier used to be offered in beige and black interior, but now it comes standard as the beige interior only. The Velar offers two models, the petrol, the 2-liter dynamic petrol and the 2-liter dynamic diesel. We are driving the 2-liter dynamic petrol. On paper, the car is, I feel, a bit underpowered. For example, we're taking a corner now, cornering on 70, 75. So the car is pretty stable on corners. The car does have Meridian sound system. The car does have two 10-inch screens right over here. This one is the infotainment screen, and this one is the screen for AC and for your dynamic settings. The grip of the car is very nice for the main reason that the car runs on 255 R20s. So car runs on 20-inch tires, which gives you immense grip and stability on the expressway or the highway. The car does have a soft suspension, so when you're driving in the city, you can choose to drive on the softer, on the comfort suspension mode. And then when you get to the expressway, you can choose to drive on the dynamic suspension. So I'm going to put the car into sport now. Okay, we are into sport. I'm going to make you hear the revs. Yeah, so the car does sound pretty sporty. The NVH noises are very well contained, so you do not hear the engine noise. It is just the revs that you can hear. And there's a saying that I think goes for this car: the roar is larger than its bite. So the car sounds pretty nice, but the speed doesn't match up to it. Right now we are doing 80, 85. the car feels pretty stable. Okay, so when you press the accelerator very nicely, or not in a brisk acceleration like the linear acceleration of the car, then the car does pick up pace. Then it is a nice ride. You do not feel any jerks, you do not feel any other problems. But the moment you press the accelerator completely, you completely depress the accelerator, that is when you realize that the car does not have such good power and the gearbox is very slow. It is a 8-speed automatic gearbox, but the shifts are very slow. They lag a lot, and I think Range Rover should have worked on the gearbox much more. Okay guys, so I'm again going to take a corner. Now I'm accelerating while taking a corner. The car stays on its road. The car does not move at all. So the tires that Range Rover has given is the USP of this car. The car is good because of the tires, I think. Because of the engine, I'm not very happy with. I expected a lot more from the Velar, but it still doesn't disappoint. I'm again back on sport mode and revving the car. The car also has paddle shifters. When you shift to paddle shifters, then the car holds on to a gear and it doesn't upshift till you want. So it does go up to 7000 RPM when you want it to. But I don't think it's good to rev this car. It just sounds, it doesn't sound as good when you start revving it. It sounds better when you are pressing the accelerator with a very light foot. So the acceleration is very linear, and with the gear shifts, the car sounds way better. The car has a ground clearance of 156 millimeters, which is pretty decent for the city. The car is also a 4-wheel drive and an all-wheel drive option. So on the breaker, I just passed through a breaker right now, a rumbler, and you do not feel the rumblers a lot inside the car, again because of the tires. So this car is ideal for India, I think, because you do not have such roads to drive very fast. So the roads that you have can easily take up to 150, 160 if you like fast driving, which I would not recommend. But if you do, then this car is good enough for you. Because of the road presence, the Velar has the highest amount of road presence than all of its competitors. So guys, the car does offer a cigarette lighter and an ashtray, and the car also has a micro SIM option inside the glove compartment, which is pretty nice. So the car has connected features. Unfortunately, the car does not come equipped with ventilated seats. Even the 2021 model does not come with ventilated seats, which is a disappointment for the price that they're asking for the car. When you're talking about price, the car costs 99.7 lakhs on road Mumbai for the petrol one and 1.03 crores for the diesel one. So the diesel and the petrol has a 5-6 lakh difference. But I think I would go for the diesel one for the sole reason that the torque would help the car move faster. Okay guys, so the steering wheel looks pretty nice. It is a 4-spoke steering wheel with buttons over here. These are for the infotainment system, these are the calls, and this is for the cruise control. The car does also have lane assist. When you press this on, the car goes into lane assist mode and it holds on to a lane till you do not move the steering wheel by yourself. I'm in love with these two 10-inch screens over here. From the screen, you can also change the recline angle of the screen over here. So when I go into settings, I go into screen angle, and when right there. So you can do it according to your adjustment. Generally it comes back like this, which is I think the best adjustment which is available. So the car is pretty wide and pretty long. So when you look at the car, you somehow don't realize that, but when you're driving it, you realize how wide the car is. You need to take big turns. The interior is pretty nice because they've kept the black leather over here and they've also added beige over here. So they've kept a very good and a balanced mixture of beige and black, which makes the car looks pretty nice. Okay, now you'll be able to see the ambient lighting of the car as we enter the tunnel. So the ambient lighting of the car is red. If it's not visible enough because the ambient lighting is not as bright, and the ambient lighting is down over here, it's not anywhere on the dashboard. So the door handles, when you unlock the car, the door handles pop out, and when you lock it, they go back in. The locking function for all the 4 doors is also available on the co-passenger side, which is a very nice function and a helpful function, I think. While the Velar also offers 3 memory seat functions. So memory seat functions is a very nice feature. So turning the car is a lot of fun and pretty easy. So the car, you need to take longer turns, but it holds on to the road even when you're turning. This is because of the all-wheel drive system that the car offers. The car has 6 suspension modes, which is the sand, the mud, the snow mode, the eco mode, the normal mode, which is the comfort mode, and the dynamic mode, which is also the sport mode. Now they do not offer the black interior anymore, they only offer the beige interior, which is a sign of luxury. But I think they should have also offered the black interior because the Velar is also a sporty car, and black interior basically is the definition of sportiness. So the car also has AC vents over here, so you can turn the AC vents down here and turn on these AC vents. Okay guys, so thank you for watching this video. I hope you like the Range Rover Velar, and I hope this video helped you a lot. If you like the video, please share the video, like and subscribe. Keep watching to my other videos. Thank you and see you soon.